Hey everyone, Couch Investor here with another video for you today. Today we're going to discuss a stock that has surged in price yesterday after the earnings report were very positive. The stock is Twilio. We will be discussing in this video why it surged, what it is, and what my predictions will be in the long-term future. Before we get started, again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, and if you want to get notified when I upload my videos, hit that notification bell. We are over 200 subscribers right now. If we can reach 300 by the end of the month, that would be awesome. Now again, if you like the videos, leave it a thumbs up. Really helps me with the YouTube algorithm to get my videos out there. So without further ado, let's get into it. So Twilio today jumped again 3% in price. As you can see on the 5-day chart, it went up from $122 to $159 and then made its way up again today at $176. Now, why did it skyrocket? We'll look at it in a moment. If you have any unpopular stock that you also picked and made enormous gains on them, leave it down in the comments below. I'm really interested in what kind of unpopular stocks you guys have in your portfolio. Now, let's look at the balance sheet real quick. As we can see here, the total amount of assets grew immensely to $5 billion. Now, what do we want to see? A ratio of 2 to 1 assets to liabilities, and here we have even more liabilities of only 871 million, which is amazing to see. And shareholders' equity has been on the rise, well, basically 10x, 10 times the previous year, so that's even better. We love to see a company grow so well, and especially ones that we have in our portfolio. I bought Twilio before when it was at $100, so when I saw the news yesterday, it was very surprising. But hey, I'm taking everything I can, so that's awesome. Now let's look at the report. In short, Twilio stock shares rose more than 30%, while it's actually 40% during Thursday's sessions after the cloud software firm reported better than expected first quarter financial results on Wednesday after the bell. Revenue rose 56.5% to $364 million, beating consensus estimates by 36 points, well, almost $6 million, and non-GAAP earnings per share came in at 6 cents, beating consensus estimates by 17 cents. The company anticipated revenue of between $365 to $370 million during the second quarter, which is higher than the $323 million consensus estimate. Now, there's even more good news. Bank of America raised its price target from $125 to $195, which is great to hear, especially in these times of COVID-19, saying that work from home tailwinds will more than offset weakness in travel, hospitality, and ride sharing. Cohen added that COVID-19 is a huge accelerant for Twilio stock, which brings me to my next point, being what does Twilio do? So Twilio basically is an app, in-app communication, including phone, video calls, and messaging that you can incorporate in your own company. Can be used to call your Uber driver in-app, for example, or message customer service. Now, majority of their revenue is consumption-based. The more text you send with Twilio, the more they collect. So if you're a startup, you're up-and-coming company, you will pay what you use, which is great, so the expenses aren't that big. And once you grow, well, obviously, Twilio gains from your growth as well, because you will be using the services more. And then the company itself can adapt and see how many times you're going to use the system, whatever, but at least it will be a steady growth with expenses and the growth of the company, which is really cool and helps small businesses become bigger and bigger without having to pay those premium prices from the start, like a lot of services out there. Now, Twilio, I will leave a link in the description below, so you can see. So you can go on the website. I will also link a video, 2-minute video on YouTube that explains Twilio in a more technical matter. Now we can go to twilio.com if you want and see there what's happening. Now before I do that, I'll take an example of one of their customers. One of their many customers, for example, their Uber, Lyft, Salesforce, Zendesk, Expedia, etc., etc. But I'll take one case of Netflix. They're not on the picture right here, but for the sake of this example, because I think everybody has Netflix in their home right now. So basically, Netflix uses Twilio. How do they use it? Well, for their help centers, for the notification that you get on your phone. Are you still watching? Are you interested in this? Maybe reminders. Season 4 of I don't know what's coming out. Stranger Things is coming out, so here's a reminder. All of that happens with Twilio, as well as the sign up at the beginning. If you're signed up via your smart TV, I know it's a pain in the ass to write your email or password with your remote control, so they're using Twilio. If you provided your phone number, they send you a text message and you continue your registration through your phone, which is much faster and user friendly. Now, to continue on the company itself, for me, well, this says it all. Engage customers on any channel, anytime. Now, the reason why the stock soared that much now is because, well, people cannot go pick up their food, cannot or won't really go to hospitals. Basically, human touch is not possible during crisis times like these. People have to work from home, etc. So communication that happens in the cloud, or for example, you want to go see a doctor, why not open your browser and call your doctor instead of taking a day off your work day, having to go schedule an appointment or whatever. You can do this in a 30-minute video call. Happens through Twilio as well. For example, government use can send text messages to certain people in certain areas. Is it safe to go to this shopping mall? Is it not safe? Instead of calling government numbers or whatever, it's much quicker to communicate through those kind of services, and it was bound to happen anyways in the long term. But thanks to the crisis we're in, some companies like Twilio are taking advantage out of it, and some tech companies are moving faster into these types of cloud-based communication to advance their company and their company's roadmap that might have been in 1 year or 2 years to reach that goal. They moved much faster, and I think that will stay that way and only increase in time. For example, the pickup of your groceries or your shopping, curbside pickup, I believe. Same thing. Most company will use Twilio to communicate that. Why would you need to go to the store, lose time? Why not order everything online? Click a couple of buttons, you go, you pick it up, and done. It was bound to happen in the long term. It just happens faster now, and that's going to happen with a lot of innovative companies. During times of crisis, innovative companies will win. That's why one of my next videos is going to be about ARK Invest ETFs. Most of their companies are innovative companies and disruptive companies, and those are the companies that will do very, very well in the short and long term. Now, in the report, we saw that they're not giving any guidance for the next couple of quarters. Why is that? Well, some might say, well, you just had a great quarter. Why not have a guidance for the future couple of months, couple of quarters? Well, the reason is the CEO said that look, we don't want to overestimate the impact. We don't want to look at, oh, great results now, must be great results later this year as well. We're going to look steadily, slowly at what is going to happen with this situation, and then we'll see what the guidance will be. But obviously, he didn't want to over-deliver or under-deliver on his promises, and that's most of the companies. Even if they're great earnings reports, they are refusing to give guidance for this year because nobody knows for how long we're going to be in this mess. If it's going to be in the short term, longer term, if everything will go back to normal by the end of 2020, if it will take until next year, we don't know. So yeah, that's basically one of the main reasons why he did not want to give the guidance for the next couple of quarters. Now, if you see here, these are all most of the options that can be used in Twilio, just connecting APIs to your companies. It's an open software and everything, so you can see SMS support, chatbot, block spam calls, omni-channel notification, video collaborations, Stripe SMS. Stripe is a company they're working with. Again, like we saw, lots of companies, lots of popular companies. Here you see Stripe, Airbnb, PayPal, DocuSign, Wix, and I think the list will go on and on and on because most companies would like to adapt fast. And well, in the new reality we're living in today, that's bound to happen sooner rather than later. Again, looking at the graph here, as we can see, it broke out of the trend. It's all the way up right here. So you can expect the stock to go back a bit lower because you see there's a huge gap right here. Obviously, support lies at $133. So if you see a bounce off this support line, we're good to go to maybe reach new heights. If it never goes back down here, we can see new heights very, very soon. But if the support does not hold, we can go back down. I think will be $105 or so. If it goes back down under 123, I'll be buying again because, well, it's a great company. It's not going anywhere. It will only grow more and more and more as we move into this new type of business reality out there. Again, that will be all for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you have any questions regarding the stock, another one of my videos, leave it down in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed, now is the time to hit that subscribe button. So hit that red button right there. And if you're interested in other my video, I think it's going to show up right here. So again, thank you. Take care. Have a good weekend and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.